Good morning, everybody. I hope that you are having a good day. Well, as good as you can have given the circumstances of the world that we live in today. Which brings me to a desire, something rare for me. It might be more frequent coming up, I don't know, to go on a little rant today. And my rant has to do, well, let me give you a little bit of backstory. Last night I was catching somebody I subscribe to that is pretty well known for living on somebody else's dime, okay? The supposed concept of living free, which is really living on other people's dimes. And generally, I never really have had an opinion about what people do on their channels on YouTube, particularly when it comes to monies and things like that. Now, I will say I've been recently remonetized again, which I'm happy about. I do have a PayPal button. I do use the Super Chat. But one thing I will not do ever is come on and harass people and harangue people to give me money to support, well, a lifestyle, well, that's, you may call it entertainment. Maybe it flies in times when things are good and the money's flowing and people are feeling pretty good about the future. But as this recent pandemic shows, life can change on a dime. But my real point is, this person was on there last night for the second time in about 2 weeks, haranguing people to give money and hard line, hard story. Hard luck stories. I need money. Before it was like, unless I raise X dollars, I think it was $500, I'm just going to stay on until I do it. And I'm thinking to myself, are you serious? Are you serious to do that in this, especially now, weeks later, when we have food banks that are running down on food? I mean, where my point of my rant is, where is your pride? And so many of these people now want to continue their lifestyle of living on other people's dimes as if they are a priority in the world, a world of growing need. We don't know what's going to happen by summertime when the unemployment and the bonus stimulus runs out. We really don't know. Things could get better, things could get a lot worse. And people may regret chunking out money to support somebody who will not support himself or herself. This is what I say about not having a conscience and not having a soul in times like these, that you can harangue people and put your life as more important than other people that are dealing with the effects of pandemic on their family. And come on there when you're perfectly able-bodied and jobs are out there to be had, plenty of them, working for Amazon, working for Walmart and places like that. At least you could feel good about yourself, that you're part of the solution and you're part of providing a real service to people, instead of, well, effectively being a leech on people and expecting to bleed people dry in these times because, well, you don't see fit to take care of yourself. And this is what I don't understand. Where is the pride? Where is the personal pride? The independence. You want to have that RV life, that van life. But by virtue of the fact you have to ask people to support that lifestyle and giving some cover of content, which is increasingly degraded over time, I would be embarrassed. I would truly be embarrassed to come on and ask people to fill that gap and fill that plug, especially if I'm addressing somebody whose family member may have lost a job, be furloughed, be dealing with with infection. And then to hear somebody like that, an able-bodied man, come on and ask people and almost demand people, and worst of all, to remove the video afterwards so people don't see who you really are. Okay, that's the real thing. Be true. Leave it up there. Show people what you think of the times that we live in and how important their lives are, instead of going down and removing the video and all trace of the way that you really operate and the way that you really believe. I think it's very sad myself, and I think that you're going to see more of it, but I feel quite certain that the trend is going to be, as more and more people get hit financially going forward, you'll see more and more people that really value a dollar and have very little sympathy for people who cannot or will not support themselves and their lifestyle, and continuously ask other people in the midst of pandemic and potentially really bad economic times coming forward to support what they're doing. Bottom line for me, if you're going to come on and harass people and harangue people and tell people I'm not going to close this out till I get X dollars, at least have the balls to leave it up so that people can really see what you're all about, and then let people measure whether you're a contributor to society and put things out and do things to maybe make things better, maybe volunteer some time at a food bank, collect some goods, spearhead some people to donate money to local food banks, instead of sitting there and bothering people to support what's basically a lifestyle of relaxation, a lifestyle of carefreeness, if that's a word. Where is the pride? Therein lies my main point. How can you feel good about yourself, especially as times get worse here, when you have to reach out to other people to support your free lifestyle? Well, it's a action and a concept that's going to ring more. It's going to be more of an irritant going forward, I guarantee you. But let me reiterate at the end of this, I don't care what people do on their individual YouTube channels. I just question, where's the pride? Where's the stepping up and showing how you take care of yourself? Where's the seeking of employment? And I say that as a person that worked 46 years. Was I a sucker? No. I feel good about being out there. I feel good that I can make my content, and if somebody wants to throw me a little tip here or there, that's fine. But what you're never going to hear is a Rosie O'Kelly come on and tell you, you need to do this. We're having a little fundraiser for the Rosie girl tonight, and I'm not going to close this out until I raise $1,000. And you know what? I could probably do it, but I wouldn't be able to live with myself. And a lot of my subscribers would chunk in, hey, Rosie, we want you to be happy. No, Rosie's got to keep herself happy by continuing to be independent and putting content above all else. YouTube is for content. It's a video sharing platform. I never believed it was a place that you come on to exploit financially for your own support and your own benefit. Now people do it. Times were good. We'll see how the great experiment works going forward. I think it's going to run into the realities, and you're going to be a middle-aged man or woman trying to get into the job market, of which a job may be non-existent at that point. Then you're really going to be up the creek. Okay? It's just the way I feel about things. Having a sense of pride, having a sense of supporting yourself, and not coming on and seeing YouTube as some sort of money machine to print money for you. I'm glad I'm getting a stimulus check. And for those who are living free and on other people's dimes out there, well, whining because they're not getting a stimulus check, well, it is what it is. You put into the system, you get things out of the system, okay? You live at the behest of other people's kindness, well, you get to live with the fickle winds of economics and everything else. But I'll tell you what, it's the pride aspect of it that really rankles me the most. That feeling of total total disregard for life around you and the needs that are popping up, and putting yourself at the front of that line as an able-bodied man or woman is really, well, I'll let you fill in the blank. Thanks for watching, everybody.